Okay. So in yesterday's class, what we have discussed is we have seen about virtual network. We have seen what do you mean by subnet. We have seen what do you mean by a route. And in the last, we have seen about NSG. Okay. So these are the concepts which we have seen. So now extend to this. Now we are going to deal with, we will create a VM and we will see the routes. So yesterday I told you about two different routes. Azure provided routes, which are default routes, okay? And there are user defined routes. So first I will show you Azure provided routes, okay? So today we are going to deal with VM. So once we create the VM, then the next one we are going to see is NAT, okay?
Okay.
So after the NAT, we are going to see something about the network security group. Yesterday I will not show you the demo. I will show you now, okay? Okay, now what we will do, we will go to our Azure portal. So yesterday I have my network. I have not deleted that one. So what I will do, I will go and create my virtual machine. So here you can go to these three lines and here you can select virtual machines. Okay, click on virtual machines. Okay, so now click on create, click on virtual machine. So we will see this virtual machine scale set, preset, hybrid, pre-configured high volume solutions later. Okay, so at present we are going with virtual machines. So I have clicked. So what do you mean by virtual machine? Virtual machine means it is nothing but it is a server. Okay. So if someone
Yeah.
asks you VM is a IaaS service, PaaS service or SaaS service, it is a infrastructure as a service. Okay. Why? In the server,
Because
you will start owning from the operating system. Okay. So you will select your operating system and on top of that, whatever the installation, deployments you do, that is your ownership. Okay. That
yeah.
is the VM, which is a IaaS service. Remember these things. Okay. So now I will select my resource group dev.rg. I will give the name as app int dev 1. Okay. In central
Okay.
India, availability zone I told you yesterday. Physical separate your resources within an Azure region. Okay. So I'm not going with any availability zone. I'm just selecting this one. Security type. So security type is nothing but hardening your system. Okay, so what it will do, trusted virtual machine, standard basic security, confidential virtual machine, all these things will come under this one. So we will discuss. So I'm at
Okay.
present I'm going with standard and I'm going with the operating system, Ubuntu, Windows, Oracle, Linux. If you want Red Hat, if you want Alma, Linux, Debian. So whatever the operating system you want to use, you can just click on that. Okay, so I'm just going with Ubuntu itself.
Okay.
And the VM architecture, it is x64 or ARM64. It is different configuration. Okay, so run with Azure spot discount. So spot discount is nothing but something like you will get the VM with very smaller cost. Okay, big why we will get with smaller cost? Because we are creating that VM on the what I can say, which is not in use in the provider side, which is
Okay.
unused capacity. Okay, which
Okay.
is unused capacity in the Azure data center that we will use. But why they are giving low cost is whenever Azure requires that hardware or that one, they can revoke it without any information. Okay, without any information, what Azure will do is they will revoke it. That is the reason why if we are going with spot instance, we need to make sure that just we are doing some testing type. Okay, so we
Okay.
are not performing any production or any critical activities on these type of instances. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so now the size is nothing but size is nothing but how many CPUs you want, what is the memory you want. So memory is nothing but RAM. Okay,
Okay.
what you want here. Okay. Okay. 1 second. Okay. So now I'm going with one CPU 3.5 gigabit. If you want to go with one CPU 1 gigagig, also you can go. Okay, no issues. Okay. So
Bunny
the
charges.
yeah, it will be chargeable. Okay. See, if you have a free trial account, you don't need to worry about that. Okay. So
Okay.
it will be detected from your free trial, whatever 14,000 rupees you are getting, in that they will detect. Okay.
Okay.
So that is okay. So the authentication type, SSH public key, password. So we will go with SSH public key. So we will go for now password. Okay, I will give my username and I will give the password.
Okay.
Okay, so here what should be the public import ports? So what should the ports you need to allow in this server so that you can able to access? Okay, so basically whenever you want, okay, whenever you want, so normally whenever you create a VM, if that is a Linux machine, you will go with 22 port. If that is a Windows machine, you will go with 3389. Okay, remember these things. If you are using Linux, then that will be
Okay.
22,
22.
which is SSH,
Like we
secure
can
shell.
connect. Uh,
3389 is RTP.
yeah.
Okay.
SSH we can connect with like putty.
Yes, I will show you. I will show you the putty itself now.
Yeah.
Okay. So I will be allowing port number 22, and if I am installing any application, then I will go with port number 80 or 443. I will go with 80 now. Okay.
Okay.
Click on disk. So disk is nothing but it is the storage. So whenever you have your laptop with the operating system, it will not be having any use, because your operating system will be sitting on your hard
Store.
disk, or it will be sitting on your SSD. In the
Yeah.
same way, we will be having our HDD, hard disk. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So everything is related to the storage. In the second one, it is everything about the storage. So
Okay.
next on networking. So see, now it has been the network has been selected automatically. Okay. So here you need to remember, if you don't want any public IP address, you need to make it as none. If you want a public IP address, just you leave it as it is. Okay.
Okay.
So if you want to take 10 GB data outside, then it is 91. If you are going 1000 GB outside, see, I told you yesterday, whatever the traffic is going outside of your data center, it will be charged. So for 1000 GB, you are charging around 9,000 rupees. Okay. So I will go with 10 GB data. Okay.
Okay.
See, it is just an assumption. Okay. It is a estimated cost. But if you go beyond 10 GB, then another 9 rupees or 10 rupees will be charged. Okay. So
Okay.
here there is nothing much we need to discuss. Go to the management here. It is about how you manage. Okay. How do you manage this one? Okay. How, if
Okay.
you want to enable the backup, you need to select, and where you want to store that backup. If you want to auto shutdown, you can select that timestamp, at what time you need to shut down. So all these things are different configuration that we can discuss when we are discussing about the VM
Okay.
in a separate class. So now it is for only for our virtual network. Okay.
Okay.
So these are the monitoring one. Okay. If you want to monitor in the production, we will do all these things. Okay. We will enable all these options. Okay. If I
Okay.
want to do the alert. Okay. In advanced, if you want to have your custom script, you can add here. Okay. Suppose if you want to install some software. Okay. So here you can mention. Okay. So now tags, we don't want any tag, just we will go and review and create. So what it will do, it will validate. So once the validation is completed, we can click on create.
Okay.
Okay. So now it is getting created. Okay, it has been completed. Okay, now go to the resource and click on this IP address. Okay, click on this IP address and you can go to your command prompt. Okay, so you can go to command prompt as well. Okay, command prompt, do SSH Shekhar @IP address, click on enter. So it will ask, yes, it will ask for the password.
Okay.
Enter the password. Okay. So once it is authenticated, now you are there in your application. Okay.
మనం RDP నుంచి కూడా కనెక్ట్ చేసుకోండి.
This is a Linux machine, right?
Okay, Linux is okay.
Yes, this is a Linux machine. Okay.
Okay.
That is the reason why we are going with our application. Okay.
Okay.
So now one thing is done. So my internet access is working. So how my traffic is going to internet? I have not configured any internet access, but how my traffic is going? So now for that question, the answer is when you go to the network settings,
Okay.
there is a network interface card. Okay.
Okay.
So once you click on this network interface card, you can see the effective routes.
Yeah.
Click on effective routes. So it will take some time because it to refresh what is there on the net interface. It will just refresh for a second. Okay. Okay, now you can see, for if you don't know anything, you will go to this IP address. Suppose see, if I go here and if I try to ping google.com, now my traffic is going because this is on the internet. So my traffic is going via my internet. Okay. So how you can say that my traffic is going via internet? Okay. Now what I will do, I will just copy this one. Okay. I will copy this IP address and you can see the effective security rules. Which rule is affecting this network settings, network interface card. Okay.
Okay.
So see, this is my network security group. Okay. If
Okay.
you go here, if you click on here, it will open and you can see we have enabled port number 22 and port number 80. That is the reason why these two different rules have been added. Okay.
Okay.
Till yesterday, we have only these 6 rules, right? Which I have shown you yesterday.
Yeah.
So now we have added port number 22 because I need to access this server. And if I want to access some application, then I need 80. Okay. So
Okay.
now, if I'm saying from this VM, if I'm able to access to the internet, I am going my traffic is going via internet hop. My next hop is internet. So
Okay.
how I confirm you? Sir, how I believe you that it is going via internet itself? For that, what you can do is, if you come here, here in the all services, you can search for network watcher. Okay, network watcher. Okay, click on that. Okay, now you click on next hop and give the destination IP address. This is my destination IP address, which is my Google IP address, right? This is the
Okay.
IP address which I have copied. Okay. So now click on next hop. So now it will show you that if I want to go from here to here, it will go via my internet. Okay. So see, this is my next hop. See, which is created by the system itself. Here, system route is nothing but whatever the routes which are created by Azure, that we call it as a system routes. Okay. Clear till here?
Yeah.
So till what we have covered? So here we have seen about routes, we have seen about the NSG as well.
Yeah.
Now, the next one is we are going to discuss about the NAT. Okay. Okay. Now, okay. Now, what is NAT? So the first one is network address translation. Network address translation. So what it will do is, the major point why we use NAT is, if you have your internal servers, see, you will have your internal servers, right? Internal application within your organization, which
Yes.
don't need to expose to the internet. So suppose if this internal servers want to connect to my internet,
Okay.
I don't have any type of resource. Okay. So
Okay.
if I want to reach my internal servers to the internet, what I have is, I have something called as NAT, which
Okay.
I can call it as proxy as well.
Okay.
Okay. So what it will do is, suppose if my server IP address is 10.0.1.4, okay. Now I need to send my traffic from here to google.com. Okay.
Okay.
Then what I need to do is, whatever the subnet I have this server, for that subnet I need to add my NAT. Okay.
Okay.
So here there is another point you need to remember. NAT will be over your subnet, not on your VNet. Okay.
Okay.
Internet gateway will be there on your network, virtual network, but NAT will be there on your subnet. Okay.
Okay.
Clear?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, so what it will do is, for this one, we will have some public IP address, something like xyz.p is my public IP address. So what it will do is, it will route my traffic from here to NAT IP address, and it will take this IP address and it will go to your google.com, and whatever the information you want from Google, it will get back to this IP address, and here we have something called as a database. Okay.
Okay.
So in this database, whatever that route it has been chosen in order to go to Google, it will be stored in the database. So once the information is coming back, it will check in this database. Once the information is there, then what it will do is, it will send the packets back. Okay.
Okay.
Because internet don't know about this IP address. Okay.
Okay.
Internet don't know about that IP address. So first thing what you need to remember as part of NAT, it is unidirectional. Okay. It is unidirectional. That means from your VM only you can connect to the internet. Okay.
Okay.
Next, second one, it is on your subnet level. Third one, for your internal servers or your private servers, you will use NAT gateway. Okay. It is a unidirectional gateway. It is applied over the subnet, and it is only for your private servers. Okay. Got it?
Got it.
Now, okay. Now let us go and see how to create the NAT. Okay. So now just go here, verify here whether you have the NAT. No. So what I will do, on the top, I will give NAT gateway. Okay. Click on NAT gateway. So here you see, you use Azure NAT gateway to provide highly resilient and secure outbound connectivity to the internet from private instance in your virtual network. And NAT is fully managed network address translation services that dynamically scales outbound connectivity, help avoid connectivity failure due to port exhaustion. So what do you mean by port exhaustion? See, normally whenever you use NAT gateway, what will happen is, it will allocate 1024 ports. Okay. Or 256 ports, depends upon the configuration what we are doing. Okay. If without having this port exhaustion, what it will do, Azure will take care of that one. Okay, because this NAT gateway is managed by Azure itself, so you don't need to manage anything. Okay, so that is the reason why it is saying it will help you to avoid connectivity failure due to port exhaustion. Okay, to
Okay.
use a single instance to across multiple VMs in a network with predictable outbound addresses. That is fine. Okay, so now click on create NAT gateway. Use the resource group, give NAT gateway, and I'm not going to select anything. Click on next, outbound. So you are going to create a range of IP addresses, or you want to create a single IP address. Okay, if you want to create a prefix, just you just name public range. Okay, and how many IP addresses you want? You want 2 IP addresses, 4 IP addresses, 8 IP addresses, 16 IP addresses. So I'm not going with this one. I'm just going to create a single IP address. I don't want multiple things. Okay, NAT PIP, public IP. Okay, click on OK. So this one we will go when we are on an enterprise level. Okay, suppose if you are creating anything on the enterprise level, then we will go with the prefix values. Okay,
Okay.
so now click on next. So to which subnet I need to attach my NAT gateway. Okay, so at present we will do it later because we don't have any subnet now. Okay, so what I will do, I will skip it for now. Go to the NAT tags, click on next, click on create. Okay, okay, NAT is created. Now what I will do, I will go back to Azure and I will go to my virtual network and I will create a different subnet. Okay, so I will click on subnet. I will say NAT subnet. Okay, so I'm going with only 64 IP addresses for now. I'm clicking on this one, and whatever the subnet, whatever the NAT gateway I have created, I am updating that NAT gateway here, and I'm selecting this one. Sorry, I will go with this security group. That's all. I'm not going to change anything. Okay, or if you are not selecting anything also, that is fine. Okay, click on add. Okay, so now I have created a NAT subnet which is a private one. Now what I will do, I will go back to my virtual machine and I will create another VM. Okay, so I will select all the options. DevRG, I will give NAT VM, Central India availability zone no. So I will make standard Ubuntu itself 1 GB, 1 GB. So I will use my username and password. I'm selecting port number 80 as well. I'm not changing anything here. Next. So here I'm going to select NAT gateway. So here I'm going to remove the public IP address. Okay.
Okay.
I'm not going to have that one. Click on management, monitoring, advanced, review and create. Okay, so it is been validated. Click on create. The VM is created. Okay. So now if I want to access this VM, at present
వాయిస్
I don't have.
వాయిస్ చిన్న వస్తుంది.
Sorry. Okay. So now this VM is not having any public IP address. So now what I need to do, I need to copy this private IP address and I need to go here. Okay. And what I will do, I will do SSH Shaker @ paste this IP address, click on enter. Okay. Click on yes. So I need to give the password. It will go to my NAT VM. Okay. Now, if I do to try to do curl-v https://www.google.com. So you can see you are able to connect to google.com. Okay. So it is now working. Okay. Now what I will do is I will go back to my network watcher. Okay.
Okay.
Sorry, I will go to my next hop. This is not my source IP address. Okay.
Okay.
So now what is my source IP address? Source IP address is 1.68. Okay. Now my destination is what is my destination is this one. This is my Google. Okay.
Yeah.
Now I click on next. Source IP address. Okay. Source IP. It is the NAT. Okay.
ఈ నెక్స్ట్ టాప్ గురించి ఒకసారి మళ్ళీ చెప్తానండి అసలు.
It is showing as internet. Okay. I will tell you. Okay. See, what do you mean by a next hop? See, in a simple word, if I want to suppose this is my apartment, okay?
Okay.
From this apartment, I'm in a flat. If I want to go to my office, what is my next hop is I need to go outside of my door, and from this door I need to reach my main exit. Then only I can go to my office, right?
Yeah.
So now here in this scenario, my next hop is my main gate, not my door. My main gate, which is the gateway to go outside of my apartment, not from my flat. Okay.
Okay.
So it is the same way for your virtual machine, for your virtual network as well. If you want to go from one network to another network, this network will want the next hop address. That means what is my next device to which I need to go so that I can reach to my destination. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Got it? Any
Okay.
questions here?
అదే అంటే లైక్ ఇది ఓన్లీ ఫర్ వెరిఫికేషన్ కదా ఇది అంటే.
Yes, it is only for verification. Okay. So your ultimate goal is whether from your private IP address you are able to reach internet or not. Okay. So I will show you one more thing.
మనం
Okay.
పింగ్ కూడా చేయొచ్చు కదా మరి అప్పుడు.
That's what I'm showing.
Okay.
So ping will not work. Okay. So now if you want to work the ping, what I will do, I will go to my virtual network security group. This network security group in the outbound, I will create source from any service should be okay, service may be anything. So I will say all ports ICMP. Okay, source may be anything, destination may be anything, port may be anything. Click on add. Let us see whether it will start working or not now. Okay, so 1 second, I will do trace route google.com. Okay, it is not there. Okay, copy, paste. Okay, sudo su hyphen. Okay, apt get, okay, apt install trace route. Unable to locate. Okay, ఒక్క నిమిషం అండి. apt update -y. So once it has been updated, then we can install the trace route.
ఈ కోర్స్‌లో లైనక్స్ కూడా చెప్తారా అండి?
We will discuss that. Okay. So first we will complete this one. Then we will see about accordingly.
జస్ట్ ఆస్కింగ్.
Now it is getting installed. Okay. Okay. Now clear. Now what I will do trace route. Okay. Trace route google.com. It is not giving anything, but the traffic is going. Okay.
ఓకే.
So that is fine. If you are not able to ping it, that is different story. Okay. So curl hyphen v https www.facebook.com. So now you are able to see, you are able to connect to your facebook.com. Okay.
ఓకే.
So this is what about the NAT gateway. Okay. So
ఓకే.
major question will come is what is the difference between internet gateway and NAT gateway. Okay. Internet gateway will work for public IP addresses. NAT gateway will work for private IP addresses for connecting to your internet. Okay.
ఓకే. సో, ప్రైవేట్ ఐపీ నుంచి మనకు ఈ పబ్లిక్ ట్రాఫిక్ సెండ్ చేయాలంటే నాట్ యూజ్ చేయాలి అంతే.
Yes. Correct.
ఓకే.
Okay.
అంటే ఓన్లీ అవుట్‌బౌండ్‌కేనా?
Yes, only for outbound. No inbound.
ఎగ్జాంపుల్స్ ఏముంటాయి అవుట్‌బౌండ్ ఇలా పంపియడానికి?
Package download. In order to download any packages from the internet, then we will use NAT gateway. Packages, security related things, or any software if you want to download. Somewhat what I have done. Okay. Suppose if you want to download any software, security patches, or some type of packages from the upstream, So then we will use NAT gateway.
సో VPN మరి వేరే డిఫరెంట్ అది నాట్కి.
VPN is for connecting two different data centers. Data center to data center, if you want to connect, then you will use VPN.
ఓకే.
That is the use of VPN.
ఓకే.
Any questions till now?
నో నో క్వశ్చన్.
Okay. Now, so we have completed the NAT as well. Okay.
ఓకే.
What else? Yes. The next one is VNet peering. We have the next concept, which is VNet peering. Okay. So what do you mean by VNet peering? See, whenever you have multiple VNets, suppose you have created a VNet and I have created a VNet. Okay.
ఓకే.
So if you want to have the communication, then normally if I have two different VNets, VNet 1, VNet 2, then I will use peering concept so that I can communicate between these two VNets. Okay.
ఓకే.
So VNet major purpose or the primary function of peering is to get the communication established between two different networks. Okay. Okay. Now what I will do, I will create another virtual network. Already we have one, so I will create another network. Then I will do the peering. Then I will have a VM here and I will have a VM here, so that I can see whether I'm able to reach to this network or not. Okay.
ఓకే.
So now what I will do, I will go back to the virtual networks. Okay. So here you can see you have your NAT. Okay. So here what I will do, click on virtual network. Here you have the peering. Okay. Click on peering. So at present I don't have any other network. That's why what I will do, I will go and create another network.
ఓకే.
So I will go with the same DRG. I will go with DB-INT VNet. Okay. So
ఓకే.
I'm going to create in any other region. Okay. Suppose if I'm going to create in East US. Okay. Click on next. I'm not going with anything. Click on next. Now I'm going to change the IP address 192.168.1.0/16. Okay, not 16. I will go with /24. Okay. So I will go with next.
సో ఈ ఐపీ అడ్రస్ అది డిఫాల్ట్గా తీసుకున్నాం.
AD. Which
ఇది
one?
192.168 ఎలా రాశారు?
See, you have that one, right? RFC 1918. Which we can use these three IP ranges for our internal use. Okay.
ఓకే.
So I told already to you, right? These are the three different ranges which we can use internal to your organization. Depends upon how big is your organization. Okay.
ఓకే.
So from there I have picked up. Okay.
ఓకే.
So now I will click on next. Click on create. So my another network is created. Now what I will do, I will go to the networks. I will select any one network. That is fine. Okay. I will go with the dev network and I will go to peering.
Okay.
And I will click on add. See, if I'm doing with the dev VNet.
Okay.
So what I need to do is I need to give the name first. Okay, what I will do, I will say VNet 1 to VNet 2. Sorry, I'm just getting anything. To VNet 2. Okay.
Okay.
So what will be my remote virtual network? My database. Okay. Because I'm on the dev already. So what is my remote one? This is the one. Okay. So here I'm not going to select the entirety. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm selecting this one because allow DBINT VNet to access dev VNet. Allow DBINT to receive forwarded traffic from dev VNet. So it
Okay.
is accessing this VNet and it is receiving whatever the traffic is forwarding from this VNet. Okay.
Okay.
So these are the two things which I'm not doing right now. Okay. So here what I will do, I will so I'm going to give VNet 2 to VNet 1. Okay. And I'm selecting this option as well. Whatever we have done in the top, we have done the same configuration here. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Click on add. Okay. So you can see there are two different peerings are being connected. Why? From here, the traffic is going to here and another connection is going from here to here. That is the reason why it is creating two different connections. Okay.
Okay.
So now you can see it has been connected. Okay.
Okay.
So now what I will do, I will go to my virtual machines. I will create I will delete one of these. Okay. NAT gateway, NAT VM I'm deleting. And I'm going to create a virtual machine for my second network. Okay.
Okay.
DevRG, I will say DB VM because it is on East US. I want to go to East US. Okay.
Okay.
So where is my East US? Okay. So now I'm just removing this one standard. I'm going with the same configuration. Okay. Shekhar. I'm giving my password. Okay. So I'm going with port number 22 itself. I'm just changing from HDD to HDD. So I'm selecting DB. Okay. If I have changed that location, automatically the network will be changed. So I don't want any public IP address for that. So I'm going with the default configuration, review and tag. Okay. Okay. Validation is passed. Click on create. Because I'm already there on one of the VM, what I can do? So I'm there on my app internal. Okay. Okay. So now the other VM has been created. Now what I will do is I will go to virtual machines and I will go with the IP address of this one. Okay. Copy this IP address and go and ping. So now it is getting pinged. Okay, got it? If you want to do SSH also, you can do. Okay, so SSH Shekhar@IP address, enter, click on yes. Now you are on the DB. Vice
Okay.
versa, you can ping 10.0.0.4. I think
Okay.
its IP may be wrong. Let me see. 1.4, sorry. Now you can see the IP address is pinging from DBVM to AppVM and AppVM to
Okay.
DBVM. Okay?
Yeah. So we cannot ping this from directly from our laptop, right?
No, you cannot ping from your directly laptop. From this VM only you can ping.
Okay. If you want to ping from our laptop, so there is another process to connect, right?
Then what we need to do is we need to have a VPN.
VPN. Yeah.
Yes, then we need to have our VPN.
Yes, got it.
Okay, so this is about the peering. Okay, now
Oh,
whenever you create any subnet, in that subnet, suppose I have 192.168.1.0/24. Okay,
okay.
so here what will happen is there will be total 4 IP address will getting reserved. Okay,
Okay.
sorry, not 4, 0, 1, 2, 3. Yes, total 5, not 4. Total 5 IP address will get reserved. Okay.
Okay.
So why these 5 IP address will get reserved is 1.0, 1.1, 1.2, 1.3 and 1.255. Okay. So first 4 IP addresses and the last IP address. Okay.
Okay.
Why? You can ask me why. Okay. The first IP address is the network IP address. In order to identify the network, we will use this IP range. So we will not assign to anyone. Okay.
Okay.
1.1 is my gateway. Okay. If from this network, if I want to go outside of my network, I will use this IP address. Okay.
Okay.
And these two are used for high availability purpose. Okay.
Okay.
So depends upon the requirement. Azure will use these two IP addresses. Okay. And this is your broadcast IP address.
Okay.
This is your broadcast IP address. Okay. So remember, this is also one of the interview question. How many IP addresses are getting reserved in a subnet? 5. What is the usage? First IP address is related to the network. Second IP address is for gateway. 2 and 3 for high availability. Last IP address is for broadcast.
Okay.
Okay. So these are the 5 different things which you need to remember. Okay.
Okay.
Any questions till now?
No questions.